Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group.
What's goody? What's goody? What's good? It's boy Maas Apeal. Before we do anything,
Lab Addicts
we
Music
got to
Group.
give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to see another day, see another sunrise, see another sunset, and to love on the people that we cherish. Woo! I had to rush back to the crib, rush back to the studio, get everything together. Just came in from Club Kroger, hosted by Cincinnati's own DJ Al Capone. Cincinnati's own DJ Al Capone. And a good time was had. We had a great time tonight. It was good. I haven't been to Club Kroger's to kick it with my guy Al in about 2 or 3 months. And it was good to see Al. I'm not sure how long this show is going to go tonight because we're going to go to Somerset. I may go live from Somerset. But yeah, going to Somerset, do what I usually do, what I used to do on Thursday nights, go hang out with Al Capone for a little bit, have a couple of drinks, and just talk about business, talk about what's going on. But I hope everybody had a great Thursday. We were supposed to go live last night from Reggae in the Park. And it didn't happen. It was canceled at the last minute by the city of Cincinnati because there was a FC Cincinnati soccer game and they thought the soccer fans were going to be in Washington Park. So they canceled Reggae Night. And I rode past Washington Park about 8 o'clock. And it was empty. It was empty. It was disappointing because it had rained yesterday and it cleared up. Everybody was excited because Reggae in the Park, it does not occur every Wednesday night like every other cultural free event that goes on during the summer. Out of all of the cultural events that go on throughout the summer here in Cincinnati, Reggae Night in the Park is the only one that is not weekly. It's bi-weekly. So when the city cancels Reggae Night, it's not like next Wednesday we'll have Reggae Night because it's every other week. So 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, it rained, so Reggae Night was canceled because of the rain. Then this week, Reggae night was canceled because of the FC Cincinnati soccer game. And there were no FC Cincinnati fans in Washington Park. So, I mean, city of Cincinnati, when you cancel reggae night, you're not, it's not the people that you're hurting. It's the vendors. It's the people with the food trucks. It's the people that sell their art on Wednesday night. It's the vendors who come and sell their mixed drinks that they make. It's the bartenders in the park, at the bar in the park. They count on those tips. Those vendors, those food trucks, they count on that money that they make on that Wednesday night. Because even though the city of Cincinnati holds reggae night in the park every other Wednesday, it is the most populated cultural event in the city that occurs during the week. Now, salsa night on Thursday nights, it's going to come in at a close second, but no. Reggae night always gets the short end of the stick. And those black vendors who are selling black art, who are selling black clothes, who are selling Afrocentric clothes, the food trucks that are selling their food, the bartenders at the bar in the park, they miss out on all that money when the city cancels reggae night in the park. I'm not sure who we need to talk to or who the powers that be are who are over reggae night, but something needs to be done. Because it's not just the community you're hurting when you cancel reggae night and you only have reggae night every other Wednesday. It's the vendors. It's the people who count on that Wednesday to make money. So I think the city needs to take a hard look at why the community is being shortchanged. Because it's not just FBAs and African American people who enjoy reggae music. All cultures are present at reggae night. And I know this is a little bit off the subject, but it's something that I got to get off because I'm here in Cincinnati, and it's just a shame how the city treats reggae night. Now that I've got that off my chest, tonight we're going to talk about President Trump and Epstein's relationship. And the title of tonight's show is Trump and Epstein, a Tangled Web. And you all may wonder why I have Elon Musk in the corner laughing. It's because Elon came out and said it 4 weeks ago. He came out and said that the reason that the Epstein files had not come out was because Donald Trump was in them. Now, this is coming from the man who's had all access to all types of documents throughout the government, even though he's not an American citizen. So what reason does he have to lie? And why would Epstein even come out and say something like that if it wasn't something that could be proven? But tonight we're going to untangle the story that involves these two powerful names, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. What started as a high society friendship turned into one of the most closely watched scandals that we've seen in the 21st century. And the stuff I'm going to be talking about is not gossip. I'm not talking conjecture tonight. The stuff that I'm going to talk about is factual. And I have videos that go along with the story that I'm going to weave tonight. But it's about money. It's about influence. And it's about silence. YWG, what's going on, my brother? And how these people in the shadows have shaped what the public is going to hear about and what the public is going to see. And stuff that's been hidden for decades. And we've all seen the video of Trump chastising the reporter for asking about Epstein and him saying that Epstein was a nobody. He's been dead for a long time. I mean, I may play that video as well so you can listen to Trump stumble over himself trying to get away from the Epstein files. And MAGA is splintering. It's splintering. And what we're going to talk about tonight, it isn't political. It isn't political. It's about right and wrong. Trump once called Epstein a terrific guy. I've got the video. I'm going to let you all see that and see how him and Donald Trump were talking at a party, looking at women. Yeah, I'm going to show you all of that. How they shared parties, women, and secrets. But as it always happens, when Epstein was arrested and his fall from grace started, President Trump distanced himself from Jeffrey. Quick. Real quick. What was Trump running from? And who has seen the documents? Who has laid eyes on those documents? And I have a video of one person that has seen all of the documents. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz. I'm going to let you hear directly from his mouth what he has to say about the Epstein files. And I've been watching this closely for a long time. And shouts out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on X. And shouts out to everybody that's watching on Instagram. And most definitely shouts out to everybody that's watching on YouTube, the MA family. All the new subscribers, everybody who's been tuning in to the channel. All these court documents have been unsealed. And when they were unsealed, questions started to pile up. They said they had a list of Epstein's clients. The Black Book. We've all heard about the Black Book, Epstein's Black Book. Trump's name is in certain court documents that have been unsealed. Why was his name in these court documents? Why was Trump so quick to throw Jeffrey under the bus? When a couple years ago, he had just said Epstein was a terrific guy. And you know, people will say the video you see is when him and Trump were younger, but these types of things you have to look into when a person of Jeffrey Epstein's influence dies mysteriously. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? We got to ask that question as well. He was a billionaire. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? And how deep was Epstein and Donald Trump's relationship? We're going to look at all this stuff tonight. We're going to look at the tangled web of Epstein and Donald Trump. Politics, power, and predatory privilege. And even though we're talking about Donald Trump and Jeff Epstein, this isn't just about them. It's most definitely not just about those two men. This is about the system that protects them. The system that would allow them to come out and say, there are no Epstein files. There is no client list. Don't believe what we told you. Believe what we're saying now. Which is crazy. And that's why MAGA is splintering. Will this tangled web be the undoing of MAGA? Wow, for real, YWG. And I got some talking points, but before we go into the talking points, I have a timeline. Of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump's relationship. They met in 1987 in social circles in Palm Beach, Florida. That's when they first came into contact with each other, was 1987. In between 87 and 92, they became friends, became associates of one another. And in 1992, Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump partied together at Mar-a-Lago. And I have that video, and I'll let you all see it. And you can read Donald Trump's lips for yourself as to how he was commenting. You can look at him and you can tell he's looking at women, and him and Jeffrey Epstein's conversation. You can look at it, and just from conjecture, you can imagine what they were talking about. Then in 2002, Trump praised Jeffrey Epstein in the New Yorker magazine in a quote. Three years from that, in 2005, Palm Beach police began investigating Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm not going to show that deposition, but basically, Epstein was dealing with minors. And he was investigated from 2005 to 2008 after that initial arrest and interrogation. 2008, he was given a sweetheart plea deal where basically he was basically they gave him a charge of prostitution, which was far from what happened if you've seen those depositions. After Epstein got that plea deal, Donald Trump distanced himself from Jeffrey Epstein. Seven years go past, and in 2015, Virginia Guffrey, RIP, she recently passed away, mysterious circumstances. But she named Alan Dershowitz and Prince Andrew. Then in 2016, there was a Jane Doe who filed a lawsuit accusing Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein of rape. Nobody knows why, but the lawsuit was dropped. Now you can imagine what circumstances came about to get that lawsuit to go away. Then in 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested and died in jail. And basically, all of the files were confiscated. They have pictures of all the files. They have pictures of all the boxes. They have pictures of all the data disks, the floppy disks, all the information that was saved. They have pictures of Jeffrey Epstein's personal belongings that had evidence tape on certain things. And we've all seen the pictures of the different paintings that Jeffrey Epstein had in his house. And it's also came out that maybe, just maybe, Jeffrey Epstein was blackmailing President Trump. Now, that hasn't been substantiated, but it's been put out there. Information has been put out there. Now, I just went over the timeline, so we already know that they met in 87 and that they were partying together. We also know that in court documents, Donald Trump was mentioned alongside Jeffrey Epstein in court documents that are public information. We also know that Donald Trump praised Jeffrey Epstein publicly. They were good friends. You don't praise people publicly unless these are people that you have close dealings with. It's kind of like a reference. You wouldn't give a person a job reference if you had only been knowing them a year or two, because you don't really know that person. A lot of people mess up by giving people references that they really shouldn't. But that's another conversation. So we know about the legal troubles that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were in together. So we know that they were in close proximity to each other from 1987 all the way up until Jeffrey Epstein was investigated, charged with dealing with minors, which he was given a sweetheart deal, and basically he pleaded to a prostitution charge. Now, all of these young women who were in those lawsuits have all said that they were not pros. They have all publicly came out and said that they were not pros, that they were recruited by Ghislaine Maxwell. They were all recruited by her to come and give Jeffrey Epstein massages, which later turned into other things, but they were all underage. We also know that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were named in a lawsuit where they were jointly sued for raping a young woman. And that lawsuit was later dropped or taken care of, however you want to word it. There's a lot of wild things that are coming out in regards to Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump's relationship. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Quit playing with me. Hit the like button. Do the elites have the power to have Epstein silenced? And then you have to look at, do the powers of be have the power to destroy the evidence linking all of these people? Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz. I watched a video today of a young lady who said that she was at a dinner with Chris Tucker, Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, amongst other people. Now, you know, there's always going to be people that are going to say these people are crazy, these people are this, these people are that. But it just seems really funny that the lady that I said earlier, oh, what is her name? Virginia Giuffre. Lady who said she was with Prince Andrew. The reason that Prince Andrew was stripped of his royal duties, he's just a common person that's related to royals now. So when Donald Trump comes out and says that there are no Epstein files and that everything was just a hoax, and that the Democrats, Obama and Hillary Clinton, created the Epstein files, even though they didn't want the Epstein files to come out either. That's why I say this is the both sides of the aisle are involved in this treachery. Virginia Giuffre came up dead a few weeks ago after she publicly came out and said that there was nothing wrong with her. She was mentally capable. She was not suicidal, and she would not do anything to hurt herself. And then she passed away a few weeks later of weird circumstances. So, was Prince Andrew stripped of his royal duties for nothing? You know, people don't talk about that when you're talking about these files and there's nothing there to be seen. So Prince Andrew was stripped of his royal duties for nothing. He was stripped of his royal duties for the information that was in those court documents. It's just Ghislaine Maxwell. Who is she and why is she in jail? If there's nothing in the files and there was nothing that Epstein was a part of and there's no validity to the client list, who is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail for selling? What's going on, Juggernaut? Why are all these people that were associated with the Epstein files that did come out in court, why are these people lost their jobs, lost their royal status? Ghislaine Maxwell is in years for 10 years? For what? For what? So since Donald Trump came out and said there's no validity to anything and the Epstein files were made up by President Obama and Hillary Clinton, should Prince Andrew get his royal status back? Should Ghislaine Maxwell be released from jail? These are questions that we must ask. And I know a lot of you all are, looking at how can I be talking about this serious stuff when you look at my shorts, but the shorts is just to draw you to the page. I got to show some fun stuff to get you to listen to the deep stuff. Because even though I have these deep thoughts and we have these deep conversations on a nightly basis, I still like to have fun. So I try to give you all a glimpse into that too. So don't discount the conversations that we're having by what you see in the shorts. That's just another facet of me because, like I said, all facets of my life unscripted. So, yeah. But what do you all think? I mean, the things that I'm talking to you all about tonight in terms of Epstein and Donald Trump, how do y'all feel about that? What do you all think about that? Come on, talk to me, y'all. We're going to get into a couple of these videos. We're going to get into a couple of these videos, and some of them are hard hitting. I'm not going to lie. Some of them are hard hitting. And what MAGA has to do is even though Donald Trump created MAGA, is Donald Trump too big for MAGA to reprimand? Can MAGA do anything about this? Because MAGA is starting to splinter at the edges. But we're going to get into a couple of these videos. And then we're going to have a discussion. We're going to continue this discussion. Amagishi, hey, how you doing? I gotta give you your belt today, Amagishi. I gotta give you your belt. Gotta give you your belt today. But let me share this screen. No sound? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. No sound. Let me figure this out. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Let me fix something. I got y'all. I had to switch some stuff around. I got y'all. Sorry about that. Here we go, y'all. You all can't hear this? Oh, man. I'm not sure why y'all can't hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it now. Okay. So you said y'all can't see, y'all can't y'all couldn't read the captions. Y'all said y'all wanted captions. The captions was on there. I'm yeah, my bad. Well, yeah, well, I won't show the video. Yeah, man. I'll put the link in and y'all can go to the video. I'm gonna put the link in the chat and y'all can, because I'm not sure why you all can hear me, but you all can't hear the screen. So I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, it's playing clear over here, but I wish you all could hear what he was saying. I'm not sure why that video won't, but yeah, it's been 40 minutes. So to my people that are watching on Facebook, Instagram, and X, y'all know I'm gonna cut y'all's water off, and I need y'all to come over here to YouTube. So with that being said, shouts out to the people on Facebook. Shouts out to the people on X. Shouts out to the people on Instagram. Now come over here to YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sure why you all couldn't hear it. It's weird that you all can hear me through the microphone, but you can't hear the video. So I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what to say, but I tried. But back to the conversation. I'll have to figure out what it is about the videos. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll get you that soon. But how do you what I've said? How do you all feel about just that information? That everybody and anybody that is associated with these files is in jail or dead. Because the way that Donald Trump is trying to look at it is he's basically saying, "Oh, the man's dead. With him being dead, then the investigation should end." No, there are still victims. I have a poll. I have a question that I'm about to put into the. I got a question that I'm about to put a poll up, and the poll that I'm going to put up is: Do do elite PDF files do elite PDF files get oh man, what's the word that I'm looking for? Reprieve from the elites. And that's I can't really put what I want to put, but do you feel that PDF files get reprieve from the elites? Do we believe that there's a network? Well, we already know that there's PDF files all over the dark web getting arrested on a daily basis for exchanging child minor video files. And there are other things that I really can't talk about on this channel with and want to keep this channel. But I'm going to go back to these comments because I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. So here we go. We're going to go back to these comments. I know y'all said them a few minutes ago, but I'm sorry I got off on a tangent. It happens. YWG said, why did Congress itch out and vote no to continue the investigation or to release the files? Why did Congress vote no? That's a great question. That's a great question. Amagisha Joy said, absolutely. These so-called elites are into many weird and shady stuff that runs deep. Their crimes, such as the Epstein case, are just exactly. I 100% agree with you, Amagishi. I got to give you your belt. Where's that comment at? Man, I can't find that comment. Come on, quit playing with me. My eyes playing with me. But I 100% agree with Amagashi Joy said. 100%. Amagashi, I'm not sure why I cannot see your comment. On the chat. But if you are still in here, say something so I can give you your belt. YWG said Trump is trying to cause distractions to get folks to look. Exactly. That's 100% what he's doing. Do they think we're dumb? Do they think we're dumb? I mean, are we idiots? Are we idiots? Do we really believe? Do we really believe that there are no files? Get out of here. Y'all wild. Y'all wild. But yeah, how do you, I mean, do you all believe that Jeffrey Epstein? I mean, I got to show these videos. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear the sound. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why you all are, but I'm going to try to change the microphone. I'm going to change the microphone so that it's the wide range microphone. And I'm going to see if you all hear it that way. But even if you don't hear it, I just want you to lip read. I don't mean it like that, but yeah, I'm not sure why I really want you all to hear this Alan Dershowitz, what Alan Dershowitz had to say. It is something to hear. It's really all I can say on that one. It's what Alan Dershowitz says is it's damning. It's damning. That it is. It's very damning. Hold on. Here we go. Now, I hope that you all will be able to hear this. And I need you to let me know if you can. But I hope this video plays so that you all can hear it. Because you need to hear what Alan Dershowitz says.
Every document would prove I was innocent. So let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them.
Did you all hear what he said? Did you all hear that? Could you all hear that video? Okay, you could hear that video. Did you hear what Alan Dershowitz said? I have to play that video again. I have to play that video again. Okay, I'm a gosh, he came back. Let me, yeah. I don't know what's going on with this. What? Hold on. I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'm not seeing people's. Okay, there we go. There we go. Wow. Okay. Now, what do you all think about what Alan Dershowitz had? I'm gonna play it again. Because if Alan Dershowitz knows information, should he be able to tell that information without recourse? How do you all feel about that? Should Alan Dershowitz be able to talk freely about what he knows? I feel he should. I'm going to play this one more time.
Every document would prove I was innocent. So let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them.
Before we go to the next video, we have to discuss this. Should the judge who gave him the confidentiality order, should that judge compel him to be truthful in open court? Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Come on now. What do you all think of that video? What do you all think of that video? I'm going to go to the next video. This video was 3 minutes and 22 seconds long. But just watch this video. Watch body language. Watch body language between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. And watch Donald Trump's. Just watch him. Just watch him. Just watch him.
Since becoming president, Donald Trump has branded Mar-a-Lago the Southern White House. But in the 90s, Mar-a-Lago was Trump's South Florida party palace, one frequented by Jeffrey Epstein, who is facing charges for sex trafficking. He has pleaded not guilty. The president says his relationship with Epstein was no different than anyone else in their elite circle.
Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years.
Yet, a tape in the NBC archives of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges.
Donald Trump knew the cameras were there. In the video, he makes a point to draw Epstein's attention to them. And the video captures Donald Trump and Epstein chatting while watching a group of women at the party dance. It's not an image that matches Trump's declaration that he was not a fan of Epstein's. He said, quote, he's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. So even that, I mean, to Bob Costa's point, in 2002, Trump had knowledge that Epstein liked women who were, quote, on the younger side.
And here's my question. How many times did you see him? Was it 1? Was it 100?
Right.
Was he at your house? Was he at your house? Have you met any other? Make him lie, because I will tell you one thing right now. As we are sitting here, Mr. Epstein is in a little box somewhere sitting, and Joyce Vance tweeted about this, with the SDNY, and they're saying to him, we want a complete cooperation agreement, which means anybody you know that did anything illegal. There are a lot of powerful men, I think, having sleepless nights right now as a result of Mr. Epstein, and I think Trump is one of them. But the press should force him at everything. Let him get angry. Let him stomp out. Let him do whatever. Keep putting him against the wall on this. Based on that alone, once again, we're not accusing Mr. Trump of everything, but his answer of just, I broke off my friendship with him is not good enough. What was that friendship?
Well, look, I think the big unanswered question about Epstein is, you hear there's been a lot of, people going out and getting him women, young girls. Question is, was he getting them for anybody else? Number one. Number two, who was it that was getting him the women? I think there's a much broader net to be cast here than just one person, because he can't do it alone.
Donald Trump has a whole lot of explaining to do. And this isn't just information that can be swept under the rug. Now, Elon went nuts the other night on X. Elon Musk asked, why is Ghislaine Maxwell in federal prison for a hoax? Then he followed that up with, it's a cover-up, obviously. After Elon Musk said that, he said, it's not a hoax. After he said it's not a hoax, someone asked him in another post, a large right-wing account, whether he thinks anyone will be held accountable. And Elon Musk responded, I sure hope so. This is a fundamental verdict on justice in America. Now, Elon Musk could be saying this stuff because him and Donald Trump are having whatever. When they said that they were cool and whatever, I knew that wasn't going to last too long. But Elon Musk is throwing some crazy stuff out there. Wow. So Elon said, where is the evidence collected from Jeffrey Epstein's mansion, as well as all the digital information? We talked about that earlier. I said there's pictures of all of this evidence. There's pictures of it. Where is it? Elon Musk has asked his AI chatbot about whether the U.S. government holds electronic records of who visited Epstein's private island. Grok answered yes. Then Elon Musk asked if the president has a list of all unaccompanied minors on those flights, along with the list of all adults on those flights. And Grok answered yes again, saying that early Department of Justice files reported 250 abused girls. The bot then said that an exhaustive review of the recent memo that caused the MAGA meltdown identified over 1,000 victims. We're going to sweep 1,000 victims under the rug. 1,000. We're going to sweep one victim under the rug. Over 1,000 confirmed young victims is a shockingly large and tragic number. In order for the government to confirm that the girls were victimized, they would have had to name or at least describe who raped them. Everybody wants this list. Trump has been on the Lolita Express, which was the name that was given to Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Donald Trump has been on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. It's documented. Trump was on Elon Musk's plane 7 times. 7 times Donald Trump was on Elon Musk's plane. Trump's name appeared in flight logs disclosed in the 2021 trial of Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. The logs were also included in the information released by Bondi to conservative influencers in February. Trump, who had a relationship with Epstein for almost 20 years, said he was not a fan of the financier after his arrest on sex trafficking charges in 2019. No evidence has emerged that Trump was aware of or involved in whatever. I think Elon Musk is. I'll be honest with you. I think that what Elon Musk saw is in direct correlation of what's going on now. I really do. I really think that Elon Musk saw some things that made him change his stance on Donald Trump. I really believe that. I really do. What do you all think? I mean, come on now. What do we think about this relationship? Will MAGA impeach Donald Trump? These are conversations that we have to start having. Will MAGA impeach Donald Trump? Because anything that's going to happen to Donald Trump, some of the Republicans will have to cross the lines with the Democrats. Will that happen? If it comes out that Donald Trump is culpable in the Epstein papers, culpable to doing some illegal, immoral activities, will MAGA impeach him? What do you all think? Everybody said the elites PDF files get reprieve from the elites. It's not just President Trump that was scared to be seen in these papers. Believe that. Who was going to turn who? And this is a question I'm asking to the chat. Who will be the first person to turn on Donald Trump? Who will be the first person to turn on Donald Trump? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. YWG, Juggernaut, Amagashi. Who is going to be the first person to turn on Donald Trump? Who? Who? Who will be the first person? I'm gonna see if we can. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna try to play that video of the speech that I tried to get you all to listen to earlier. Oh, so this document that I'm about to show you all, Dan Bongino . Dan Bongino. I think Elon is scared to talk. But Dan Bongino, that's a good bet. That's a good bet. So this document that I'm about to show you all is from it's a document from house.gov. I can't be on here talking crazy without evidence. And I got evidence. They're going to have to. I'm gonna. They're going to have to go after Donald Trump. So this document, you can go to house.gov and you can look this document up. It's document HRG-119-JU08-2025-0227-SD006-U6. And this is information that was in Jeffrey Epstein's tapes. And it says, explosive tapes recorded by author Michael Wolff show Epstein claiming Trump liked to smash his friends' wives, and he first met Melania on the Lolita Express. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Let me make it a little bit bigger for y'all. President Trump met Melania on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. I told you all I had information. Jeffrey Epstein described himself as Donald Trump's closest friend and claimed intimate knowledge of his proclivity for sex, even cuckolding his best friends. According to recordings obtained exclusively by the Daily Beast. The convicted PDF file even boasted of his closeness to Trump and his now wife, Melania, by claiming the first time he slept with her was on my plane, which was dubbed the Lolita Express. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there right there so y'all can look at that. Yeah, documents at house. Just so y'all don't think I'm documents at house.gov. You can go look this up for yourself at house.gov. The tapes offer unusual insight into the friendship of two wealthy, powerful men who frequently went out on town together, prowling for women in New York and Atlantic City. Epstein painted a complicated portrait of Trump. He called him charming and always fun, capable of extraordinary salesmanship, and suggested he was personally in favor of Trump's policy on the stuff. But he alleged Trump was a serial cheat in his marriage and loved to smash the wives of his best friends. Asked by Wolf, how do you know all this? Epstein replied, I was the Don's closest friend for 10 years. So yeah, you can go read that whole document. But yeah, he met Melania allegedly on the Lolita Express. Would Donald Trump want Jeffrey Epstein out of the way? Or would he give him a sweetheart deal again? Fake his death and get his billionaire friend somewhere where a plastic surgeon can change how he looks and ride off into the sunset? Which one would it be? Get rid of him? Or give him a deal he couldn't pass up and let him go change his face? What y'all think? Crazy situations we got going on. Crazy situations. We're an hour and 18 minutes into the show. Got started kind of late. Like I said, I was out having a little fun with my guy, Al Capone. And still wanted to get in here and do the show. And how do y'all feel about this? With the information that I have provided to y'all. How y'all feel about this stuff? How do y'all feel about this stuff? I don't know how you all feel about this information that y'all saw, but I know how I felt about this information because I hold the protection of women who's dear to me. I have sisters, nieces, aunts, cousins, and God forbid something ever happened to one of them in some type of case like this. This information needs to be dissected. All of the victims need to be accounted for, and all of the perpetrators need to be held to the same judicial standard that any normal citizen would. Now, we talk about relationships and all that stuff, but we got to protect women. gotta protect women from predators. And predators should be prosecuted. Whether they're billionaires or broke, they should be prosecuted. They should be prosecuted. I'm not sure how you all feel about the things
Lab Addicts Music
that have
Group.
been going on in terms of these Jeffrey Epstein files. But it really is home for me. Any man that violates a woman should be prosecuted to the highest extent. To the highest extent. Women and children
Lab Addicts
go
Music
missing
Group.
on a daily basis in high numbers. We just seen a video the other day of a little boy being accosted by gunpoint from his
Addicts
dad.
Music Group.
What's sad about this situation is the mom was arrested today for to be questioned about the mom with other kidnappers. Predators come in all shapes, sizes, sexes. It's time for predators to be prosecuted to the fullest, whether they're men or women. We gotta protect women and children, and even if that's from women. This big boy, Maas, hope I said something that will make you look at these situations that are going on right now in a different light. I'll be back tomorrow night. It's Friday.
Addicts Music Group.
We haven't done a sex show in 2 weeks. So the sex show is going to be extra amped tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. Sex show. It's your boy Maas. IWG said it's different. We pay the price here. At least we pay the price at the early gates. That comment. Hope everybody has a great night. Get your rest. We're going to be talking sex tomorrow night. It's your boy Apeal. I'll see y'all in 26 hours. Peace.